Tech for Senior Live. Is everybody awake? You got to remember, I just got up, so that certainly woke me up. Whoa! Hey, welcome. It's Tech for Senior Live. We will. Let me just bring up the comments. We got some people coming in. That's great. So actually, someone's going to listen to us today. That's always fun, eh? If we get an audience. Well, I want to thank everyone for being here. This is, of course, Tech for Senior Live. Thank you for being here. We are broadcasting this to Facebook and Facebook and YouTube. It is not a Zoom meeting. So for those people who are trying to log in to our Monday Zoom account, hey, you're in the wrong place. Come on over here. So you should be in either on our Facebook feed, or you can be on our YouTube channel, and you will get us for sure. And if you can't find those feeds, go to www.techforsenior.com, and you will certainly see everyone see it there. Now, the hashtag, as you know, we have a free prize we will be having a free prize every week. And last week, we, of course, gave away an Amazon gift card. And the hashtag last week was TFS. The hashtag this week will be gadgets. And that's in light of course, one of our guests that we have today, Bill James. And we'll talk to Bill in a second. But if you, so we will be having, so the format of the meeting is, I'm going to introduce Bill and Bob, although everybody I'm sure knows them, but I'm going to introduce them. We're going to have a little chat for a while, and then we're going to go over some news articles off our Facebook page. And there's some really interesting stuff there we're going to talk about today. So it's some really breaking news that Bob's going to talk about. We'll see what happens. And then about quarter to the hour, we're going to have a draw, and we'll do the draw the same as we did last time. And we will have and we'll put the draw. And the draw, of course, I'm going to get Bob to tell us what the draw is going to be in just a second. But we will be having a very interesting draw for you today. Now, for those of you who are watching, we would like you to put in the comments where you're from. We've put, you'll see I'm from British Columbia, Bill's from Oklahoma City, and Bob, of course, is from New Mexico. So we're all over the place. So if you could put in the chat as well where you're from. And if you have a birthday this past week, I have a little birthday jingle. We're not going to sing you happy birthday because I don't know about you, don't want to hear me sing. Bill, can you sing at all? Are you have you got a good voice?
Not very well.
Yeah, I don't know about Bob.
I can probably sing happy birthday.
Only in the shower, and I sure don't want nobody in the shower. Sorry.
There you go. So that's great. So listen, so let me introduce everybody today. Of course, you know, we're all part of the Tech for Senior group, and of course we have our Monday show, which everyone probably knows about. So so everyone knows Bob. Bob, of course, is our security expert, and he is on a regular on every show on our Monday show. And then, of course, we have Bill James. Bill James is now on staff with Tech for Senior. He usually is on our Monday show answering questions, and is here today to talk about gadgets. So he's got some great gadgets we're going to talk about today. But before I get in and sort of talk to and look at some of the comments, Bob, do you want to tell everyone what the prize is going to be today?
A 3-month license to Avast Secure Line VPN. So it's not a little token. It's a 3 months license. Of course, Avast would love for you at the end of the 3 months to decide to buy your own license. But for the next 3 months, that license is on us, no, on Avast. And
Excellent.
who knows, you could win another one.
Mhm.
Depends on how many people there are. Chances here are a lot better than they are entering the lottery.
That's right. There you go. In fact, we've got what have we got? We've got 10 entries so far. So, we'll see how many entries we get, and then 1 in 10 isn't bad. It's a lot better than the lottery, right?
Yep. And those of us that are doing the show, we're not eligible.
No, we don't.
Now, I do know that the 90-day license works because I was sent a test license because I had to put a video together. And yeah, it does work.
It does work. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. This is going to be pretty cool.
It is the full-blown version. It's not a knockdown. It's just the term is 90 days.
90 days. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's great. We have, of course, let's have a look and see who's here. Jim, is it Tallman? And of course, Mike Ungerman from the Central Florida Computer Society. We know Mike very well. Jeannie Garrick. We have Stu Boderoff, Tampa Bay. We have Sally Ann Mowry from Kirkland. I always like Kirkland, Washington. It's my Costco favorite. And of course, we have Detler from. He's still over in Berlin. I guess he hasn't been that. And that's I know he wants to come back because he lives in the United States. But I think I like to broadcast to Europe. We can say, we're sending stuff over there. So we are an international, a multinational organization. Tom McAndrew, and of course, Steve Powell. That's great. So and we have, hold on here. Joan Grieg from Victoria, BC. Jeff, let's see, we have Jeff from Southern California, Sue Helfand from Deerfield, Illinois, and let's see, we have Murray Strom, of course, from Victoria. Welcome.
Mhm.
Am I automatically entered in the contest? No, you are not, Murray. You
No.
must put the hashtag gadgets in we change the hashtag each week. So you need to put that in. We've got about 14 entries now, so it is going up as people are logging in. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to Tech for Seniors. So you guys, what's happening this week? Bill, now, of course, you're here because we're going to talk about gadgets. So can you tell me about gadget number 1? Tell me what you have this week.
If you recall, at the end of Tech for Seniors last week, I showed a rather large box.
Mm-hmm.
And inside that box was this. Can anyone recognize what that happens to be?
Only I.
I have no idea. But I'm glad Amazon shipped it in a box that was that huge box.
That huge box, this was inside of it. Well, actually, what it is a remote control for my new Wyze floor lamp.
Oh, there it is. Oh, so the floor lamp came in the box.
The floor lamp came in the box.
Right.
And so it's quite a little deal. And I can use this remote. It's interesting is that the big button here on top actually turns the lamp on. And then I can use this little dial to dial in the intensity.
Ah.
So as you can see, it's getting dimmer.
And it's all wireless, eh?
It's all wireless. It's Bluetooth.
Right.
So it's and I can't remember, Bob, what were they, $30?
$29.95, right?
Yeah.
Plus shipping.
Plus shipping.
Plus
And
shipping.
the interesting thing about this little remote is that it's magnetic. So I happen to have a little magnetic stand here, and it just
It's a very strong magnet too.
very strong magnet, and it just plops there, and I can control the lamp. So, and
But
the
you
lamp
could,
is very slim and very modernistic. So it's a really nice task lamp if you need one. Low neck, which is flexible at the top. You can adjust it. Now, as early adapters, we were able to get a what they call a projector, and what it allows you to do is it has these little plastic circles that you can put inside this cardboard attachment, which you have to build, and you can project different patterns on the wall.
Oh, that's cool. So that would be good for somebody who maybe did some live streaming and needed some accent lights, behind them. You could certainly put it in different locations. It's quite movable, eh?
It's very movable, and
Mhm.
the base is very heavy, so it's not going to tip over, and it's a nice lamp.
Mhm.
and
Is
I've
it
used,
LED bulbs, or can you replace the bulbs? Are the bulbs are permanent or what?
No, you can replace them. Interesting enough, that whole housing comes off, that cone-shaped part,
Hmm.
and the bulb is actually built inside of that. So when the bulb, you have to replace that whole cone housing.
Right.
But hopefully that'll be a couple years down the road.
the bulb was rated for 25,000 hours. So
Right.
I don't think we're going to have to worry about
Yeah.
replacing it soon.
Weren't you, Bill? Weren't you helping with Bob with something earlier today? And what were you helping him with? Do you want to relate that story?
Well, where Bob was saying, I can't get this blasted remote to work. And it dawned on me I had the same problem. And it comes with one single AAA battery. And the battery is shrink wrapped in this plastic that's encapsulated both the base and the top. So when you put it in the remote, there's no connectivity, so it doesn't work. And so I just mentioned, I said, Bob, you might want to take the plastic off. And after he did that,
It worked.
it worked,
Yep.
which then started a whole nother conversation. So about people not realizing that plastic can come off.
That shrink wrap comes on lots of things, and lots of people don't realize, hey, this is plastic. Get it off of there. I
You
was in
guys.
somebody's house and they had a brand new TV. And I guess they were protecting the screen because they still had that plastic covering on it. And they've had the TV for quite some time. I guess it kept that screen clean. And it got really clean when they finally took the plastic off.
Well, I know in a lot of cases, the plastic is so well placed on the item, it's hard to tell that it's actually something there. So I can understand why people don't notice, that there's plastic. And I've seen some manufacturers now are actually telling in their instructions to tell where they're showing where you can remove the plastic, because you don't really know it's on there.
Right.
I can tell you that the shrink wrap on this battery was perfect. I was getting ready to call the company to ask for some tech support. I'm glad I didn't do it.
You guys, honestly. Yes, indeed. All right.
The joke about I can't tell it properly, but there was a person that was having difficulty with their computer, and they asked him if they had the boxes and everything. So they went to the procedure, telling them to put everything back in the box, seal it up, and mail it back. They don't think you're that you can handle a computer yet. I can't remember the exact joke, but people heard it.
All right, Gadget 2.
Oh, Gadget 2.
Mhm.
Well, Gadget 2, we can't I'll have to share my screen, but there was this little thing that I saw. I'm not going to show the video or anything, but let me share my screen here.
Sure.
This is, of course, we all have pets, and we would like to kind of leave them at home alone, so we don't have to so This is called the Pet Cube. And if you see this little device right here, I don't know if you see my cursor. It looks like a box. It has a video camera, and so you can monitor the dog's behavior and even speak to them because it has video as well as audio capabilities. And then if they're being really good, you can shoot them out a treat. So it's called the Pet Cube, and it rewards your pets, or you can yell at them even when you're not at home.
Can
And it's
you use this for kids too?
probably.
Why not? Why not put candies? Why not put
Is,
candies in there?
right. And you notice this lady is looking at her pets through her phone,
Uh-huh.
and it's something that I'm thinking about. I haven't decided if I want to really do that, but it's like keeping it's has a 160-degree field of view, a 1080p HD video, and night camera with that has also night vision, along with two-way audio, and it has motion detection, and it's and then the treat dispenser, and you can purchase them supposedly at Amazon. Not sure how much they cost.
All right. Priceless. 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 All right. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you so much. So give us gadget number 3.
Oh, well, gadget number 3, I'm going to see if I can share my screen here again. And I'm also going to I'm using my Chromebook, by the way. And I'm going to...
There you go.
Okay. And now let's see if I can get this to work.
Well,
I don't see anything happening.
No.
Well,
yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Okay, your phone.
Yeah.
My phone. And what I wanted to show was here on another Wise application. And there was a question about the vacuum cleaner as far as setting up virtual.
Oh, yeah, the rooms, yeah.
And so, as you can see, this is a room that's in my house. And I don't know if it shows clearly on the screen very well, but I'll just kind of make it larger here if I can. If you can see where the bathroom is right there, that area has a really dark carpet, not carpet, but a throw rug. And for some reason, the vacuum gets really confused in that room because I think it perceives it's over a hole or something, but it doesn't work properly in that room. And that's the only complaint I've had about it and so far. So what I did, I just blocked that room off. Now, the question was, this lady had several chairs that she did not want the vacuum to control, or didn't want the vacuum to work around or whatever. I can't remember the exact problem she had, but she did ask about could she go in and edit that room.
Right.
So here I'm going to show you if I can. There's a little pencil which that you can see right there in the corner. Now, if I touch that, that allows me to go in and edit this area.
Right.
There's a little bit of a lag here, so just bear with me. But in there, you'll see set up no-go zones. So when you click on that, it will show you the area that you have, and you can go in and make changes to that or delete it
Right.
or whatever.
Right.
You don't have to. It's not going to do anything to the map, because if you recall, the vacuum is the one that made the map.
Right.
And so it won't change any of those parameters, only the part that you want to
Change.
okay, there it shows up. And then where it says set no-go zones, you click on that, and then that's where
Set it.
Okay. Yeah, that's where you're allowed to make
that's where you change it. Yeah, there's a lot of complaints, a lot of criticism. Some of these remote vacuums, some of these vacuums make you, if you change the location, you have to remap the whole house, and that's a really pain in the butt, right? So that is one of the criticisms, but that's different.
But on this one, you don't have to. You can go in and make adjustments to that with no problem. And as you can see, and it's kind of hard to see on this, but up in the upper left-hand corner, there's a red circle, and it has a little trash can. So if you touch that, that'll delete that that no-go zone.
Okay, great.
Or you can also use those little handles that are on the right. That looks like white dots, where you can adjust the size of that area.
Let's leave your number 4 till the very end. All right. I'm going to leave that. JJ Johnson says, I've had a pet feed like that for my cat for several years.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So you're not the first, Bill. See,
No.
you're not the first. There are other techies. Yesterday, I saw a pet food dispenser. This is from Clark Walker. Yesterday, I saw a pet dispenser that was a button you place on the floor. When your dog wants some food, he or she presses the button. I think my dog would wear out the button very quickly. I think so. Yes, indeed. All right, let's. Do you want to do some news articles? Do you want to? What do you think, Bob? Should we do some news articles?
Go.
Let's
got
go
some news to cover.
We got lots of news to cover. All right, let me see if we can do this. We will share. Just hold on here. Cancel. Share the screen, and we should be able to share the audio, and we'll share the screen. I think you see it up there. Let me see if I can just get this a little bit bigger. I'll bring this up. How's that look, guys? Okay?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. All right. So we're going to go through, for those of you who are listening, we post Bob and Bill. Did you get the note that I sent you about our Facebook page, or do you have to answer?
Did.
Okay,
did.
Great.
I did.
Okay, excellent. So there will be Bob, Huey. By the way, everyone's probably wondering where Huey is. Huey's away this week, so he's fine. He's just having some time off, so he'll be back next week. But Bob, Huey, Bill, and I are the only people that can post to our Facebook page, and we're posting recent tech articles. And today, this first article just came on the wire service this morning, and I'm going to get Bob to talk about this because this is sort of an interesting article. Bob, can you Avast shares jump on advanced talks with Norton LifeLock? What the heck's that all about?
I wish I knew. This morning when I went to, I'm part of a insider thing with Avast on a Slack channel, and this is what was greeted, or what I was greeted with this morning was this release. Of course, nobody at Avast, because of the fact that this is an ongoing thing, they can't talk about it. We have a link to an article, and I posted that on our Facebook page that gives you some indication of what's going on. But nobody from Avast legally is allowed to open their mouth, because if they do, they might wind up behind bars. So I don't know whether this is a negotiated talk between Avast and Norton LifeLock, or whether this is because Avast, of course, is something that's traded on the London Stock Exchange, whether there is something that Avast is capable of doing that Norton needs in order to enhance their security. Remember, right now, there's big battles going on for the old time antivirus programs that still depend heavily on signatures to protect their customers to actually get involved with what's called heuristics, where how would you phrase it? Artificial intelligence to actually analyze and spot infections before they really hit your system, even though there aren't any signatures there for it. And some of the old antivirus programs, they still depend heavily on signatures, and signatures just don't protect you against something brand new. And Avast is very, very heavily involved in artificial intelligence, in analyzing things to see whether or not they sort of act like a virus, even though they haven't been declared as a virus. So this is technology that people are looking for. And it's quite possible that it may not be a friendly merger. I don't know. All of these things are just theories right now, or conjectures.
So Mike says, I have not liked Symantec Norton software or services since Peter Norton sold out. I certainly hope it isn't a merger coming up. Well, I sort of agree with Mike.
Yeah, well, I always say in my presentations that I used to use Norton, or Norton actually used my computer and sometimes gave me access. And that's why I changed over to Avast.
Yeah.
So if it happens, not much any of us can do. We're just users of the product.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a little more involved, but I don't work for the company. So what happens, happens. I just happen to get a little more inside information than most people do.
I see you got a new video cleaning up your digital footprint. I see you put the link on there.
There are two videos that work hand in foot. The first one tells you what your digital information actually is, and the other one tells you how to control it so that you don't expose more than you absolutely need to.
Right. So for those of you who are watching, the links are on our Facebook page, and you can play those videos right from the links on the page. Thanks, Bob, for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is interesting. I put this article up. Did you see this one, Bob? Gmail will be going some way to eliminate phishing once and for all. And this is to do with the digital signatures and they're going to be able to put not digital signatures. What the heck was it here? It was an emblem. It had to do with they're going to be able to put emblems on the, what do they call it here? They're going to put emblems, certified emblems, logos, verified logos in Gmail. So you're going to be getting verified logos on the top that will verify. It's like a digital signature. So if you get information coming from a company or whatever, the logo will be the verified signature, and that's going to be what's on there. I thought that was interesting, and again, it's all to help stop phishing, right?
Until they figure out how to compromise those logos.
Yeah. The other one that was interesting, Bob, you're going to talk about this, I think, on our Monday show. Amazon starts rolling out Ring end-to-end encryption globally. So what the heck's that all about? I have a Ring doorbell. Should I be concerned?
Lots of this has to do with just exactly what you consider an invasion of your privacy and what you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Some of us don't mind sharing some information to help keep our neighborhood safe, and others say it's none of your damn business. So also if you dig deeper into that article, and also I won't go that deep into the information on Monday, it's not that easy to set this up. And there are some drawbacks, because if you happen to forget that password, which is part of what you need to set up, it's not kept anywhere. It's not stored anywhere. You might not wind up being able to get into your camera at all. So, these are all things that sound good through the headline. when you dig into the story itself, then you get to find out, wait a minute, this might not really be something I want to do. So be careful, read the whole story and get all the facts. Don't just be somebody who relies only on the headline itself.
Good advice. Good advice. Bill, do you have a Ring doorbell?
No, I have a Nest doorbell.
Oh, you have a Nest doorbell. Do you like the Nest?
I like the Nest very well. It
Right.
integrates well with my other stuff. Now, before that, I had a bell that was called Sky Bell, and it was probably one of the very early video doorbells. I at the time I liked it because it was one that you didn't have to pay for any subscription to see the videos. It was all gratis. But the problem I had with it is that like it didn't really connect well with the Wi-Fi. It would drop and have all kinds of issues. So this year I replaced it with the Nest, and the Nest I've had absolutely no problems with.
One other thing to realize on the Ring doorbell, I don't have a wired Ring doorbell. So mine is battery operated. And if you would have a battery operated, this isn't one of the ones that you can do end-to-end encryption on. So, okay. So it's not all of them. It's only part of their supply. And it's the more current Ring doorbells. And they have to be wired. So I automatically would be excluded from this, even though I wouldn't have done it in the first place. But I would not have been able to do it because I have a battery operated unit.
Very, very interesting. All right, the next one is, this came out this morning. Chrome 94 will make sure you're connected to sites with HTTPS. Now, Bill, can you comment on just in 5 words or less? Can you comment on HTTPS? Maybe some people don't understand what it is.
Well, it's the security encryption that tells you that the website is a secure a layer, but you called it SSL.
Mm-hmm.
And it's becoming more apparent that particularly Google, our Chrome browsers are going to be really aware of that, and they may not, as they're indicating, allow you to connect to those.
Mm-hmm.
But when you, particularly if you're using your bank or any kind of financial browsing or information, you need to make sure that you see the HTTPS at the very beginning of your in your address.
Yeah, to make sure it's secure. Bob, Bob, did you I thought that our current version of Chrome browser told you if it wasn't HTTPS. Is that right, or what?
It already lets you know when it's not a secure site.
Yeah.
But that doesn't prevent redirection to an unsecure site. Okay. So yeah, this site is secure, but anything that you come from here and you get taken to somewhere else, that may not be. So you still need more than just an insurance that the site you originally land on is HTTPS.
Right. Okay.
And something else I heard, and I haven't verified this, but the Google search, I understand at some future point, if the site is not HTTPS, it's going to drop it to the bottom of the list.
Oh, really? That'll be interesting, eh?
So that's something to look out for.
Mike says, I chose to switch out my Ring camera with XSmart O's. For me, many more features, including the ability to watch continuous videos coupled with local NVR. I have full control of videos locally. All right, let's see what's up here next. Oh, yes. So what do you guys think of this? Windows 365 in the cloud. We've been talking about this for a while. Huey's been talking about it, and it came out this is there's a whole bunch of articles over the last couple of days. Did you guys watch the announcement? There was a big announcement from Microsoft this week. Did you guys see that? I didn't see the actual.
Yes, but it's strictly for companies as it stands right now.
Right.
If you're not getting it through your company, you're not going to get it.
Okay. But
they didn't say how big a company. Okay. Most of us have our own personal little company. So
Right.
they qualify. And the next question is cost. How much is it going to cost?
Mm-hmm. They didn't mention any costs, eh?
Correct. It's
Ah.
very, very, very limited on information as to exactly what is it, how does it work, how feasible is it that you could actually run an entire operating system in the cloud, and how much bandwidth do you need to have in order to do that if you want to do it along with everything else.
Priceless.
Will my 40 megabytes
priceless
down work? No, maybe not. Certainly my 6 up isn't going to work.
Yeah. George says links in emails can be HTTP and not noticed by the browser. Good point. Good point. Good point. Thanks. Jeff says it was mentioned at Microsoft. Yeah, Microsoft Inspire. That's right. But I didn't see that. And the articles, like you say, like Bob was saying, nobody's mentioned money.
Correct.
No one's mentioned pricing on this. So, but interesting coming. Interesting that it's coming.
But just observation though, but the Chromebooks actually have their operating system in the cloud. If you think about it.
Mm-hmm. They do. Well, the Chrome OS is still on the Chromebook, right? But I mean, it's all linked to the Google Drive, which is in the cloud. That's how that's working. This was interesting. I know you guys aren't particularly Apple people, but this was a big announcement this week, which I thought was for if anybody listening who is our Apple, who are using Apple products, Apple brings its free tutorials to YouTube. So Apple is taking all their instructional videos that they have for Apple Care and all the stuff they use with Apple, and they're putting them on YouTube, which is a big change. I don't know whether Google and Apple are kissing and making up or what's happening, but they are. But for sure, this this is new because they never has been in the past on YouTube, and I thought that was an interesting article. So if you are using any Apple devices or thinking about it, then you may also want to look on YouTube for support videos.
Remember that there's legislation pending that allows third parties to be able to service Apple and other proprietary, and this may be a part of it, that you'll have the ability to get to those tutorials for the third parties.
Yeah. Now this was an interesting article. Bob, I don't know, maybe sometime in the future we should do on our Monday show. I mean, with home deliveries, like we have a lot of home deliveries now. People are, certainly buying a lot of stuff online, and this is about home delivery scams, of which there are a lot of. And I guess it's just part of life, right? When you're getting into home deliveries, there can be problems. Anyway, this was an article about all the different, we don't need to go into all the different ways, but just if you're interested, if anyone's interested, that's the article is there for you, and maybe you can help with that. Yeah, this is another Windows. Yeah. Now this was interesting. Have you guys seen this? This is a good gadget. DJI releases its Pocket 2 gimbal camera in a new color, but then I hadn't really looked at this camera very much. I have the gimbal device from DJI for my phone, but to be honest with you, it's complicated, and it's sometimes a bit technical. I don't like using it because it's too techy, and it doesn't I can't put it together real fast. But this is a camera, 4K video, and it's gimbaled. It's gimbaled with their very excellent stabilization, and it's 4K. And you just pull this out; it's about the size of a banana, and you can just take it out, hit the button, and the thing pops open, and it adjusts its gimbal so that when you're doing videos and stuff like that, that it's smooth motion, and they're not that expensive. And so I thought, well, it's interesting. I thought you guys have you ever heard of these? Have you looked at them? Have you guys? I thought
I don't have a use for it. I try to hold it fairly steady.
Yeah.
And very seldom do I really have it where I'm doing videos. You do a lot of it on your e-bike. So for you, this is be a fantastic thing. But
yeah.
If you're not doing e-bikes, or you're doing walks in a park or that kind of stuff, then, so it's geared towards certain people with certain needs.
Right.
But not the average user.
I found like I have a Pixel 3 phone, and I found that when I tried to use my Pixel 3 phone with the image stabilization on my bike, it didn't work. I mean, it worked okay, but it wasn't that really. I thought it would be a lot better. However, when I bought a 4K, like a GoPro, and it had the image stabilization in it worked fine. So there's something about and so I was interested in this with DJI. So we'll talk more about that. But anyway, it's life.
Yeah, I have a GoPro, and it also does a pretty good job.
Yeah, the image stabilization. Just lots of new Chromebooks coming out. We don't have to go over that. Bill, there's a good one. Your Chromebook is getting a new wallpaper app. So it is going to be an app, so you'll be able to choose all these different wallpapers from an app. And I thought
they don't have that circle like they've been doing. I don't understand why they elected to implement it, the background with a circle where your face shows through.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's rather an odd implication.
But this is going to be coming out. JJ says, I have the original Pocket and love it. Hey, that's good. Carry it on trips and making 180 panorama. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Cool. Yeah. This is the version 2. So anyway, it'll be interesting to see how it works out. Let's have a look down here. Oh, yeah. Now, this is the other cool thing that was really cool. Apple's really moving ahead. Is Apple's digital car key feature. So basically, you're going to get into all your cars with your Apple phone. Do you guys know that?
Didn't know that.
Yeah. So they're going to do their digital car key feature will soon work with your iPhone in your pocket. So, all these new cars coming out are getting, they have digital keyless entries. And so Apple has a key feature in it, and you're going to be able to use your phone to unlock and, I don't know, maybe start your car. I mean, I don't know. I thought that was sort of cool.
Nissan, and my Nissan is, as long as I have that little key fob, I just push a button and I'm in the car. I push a button and it starts the car.
It does. Now, just for all our listeners, we're getting it's a 9:43. We're going to give you 2 more minutes to enter into our contest for the draw. Well, at 9:45, we're going to have the draw, and it will be and the hashtag is gadgets. So type in hashtag gadgets, and you will automatically be entered into the draw. I can tell you that we have 20 people entered now, so your chances are 1 in 20 of winning, and we will we'll see who's going to win. So we'll give you a couple of minutes on that to enter that in. Let's do a couple more articles, and then we'll do the draw. Lots of leaks on the Pixel 6. I think I'm going to buy the Pixel 6. I think I'm going to get the Pixel 6. I sort of made up my mind on that. This is the encryption article again. Now I just wanted to Amazfit supercharges watches with blood pressure and big battery life. Coming, not available yet. And I just want to let everybody know, because I talk about watches, right? Lots of articles about watches and so on and so forth. So blood pressure needs to be FDA approved. In other words, in order to make this work, and the only one that I know of in the United States is the Samsung Watch 3 that actually has been FDA approved now to do your blood pressure. So just be careful, because a lot of watches will try to do this, but if it's not FDA approved, we don't want you really doing blood pressure in something that isn't proven to be accurate. So that's really important. This is going to be a heck of a good watch. They're gonna actually have applied to have FDA approval on their blood pressure monitoring. So we'll be talking more about this watch. I'm watching this and I'm sort of excited about it. It is 9:45. I'm going to stop my, let's see, where am I here? I'm going to stop this. And we are going to have a draw now. So is everybody, let's see, we have the giveaway tool here. We have 22 people entered. If anybody is not entered yet, please do so in the next 30 seconds or you're not going to win. All right. Okay, now let me just share my screen again. We will just share it. Oh, we'll just put it up there. There you can see. We've got gadgets. We've got our 22 people. All right, it is 9:45. What do you guys think? We should do a little drum roll? Whatever. I guess we got to get some music and get a drum roll on, eh? What do you think? We'll do that. All right, let's do the draw. So today we're drawing, and we will let's see who's going to win. I'm going to push the draw button now, and we will see who's going to win. Who will it be? Dorothy Cushway from Victoria. Well done. A Canadian. Excellent. Well done, Dorothy. Thanks so much. Let me just, we have a little something here. Just hold on here. We just want to play what you've won.
This portion of Tech for Seniors Live is sponsored by Avast Software, the makers of the most trusted antivirus in the world. It's also the most used antivirus in the world. This is the part you've all been waiting for. We're going to pick a winner of a 3-month license of Avast SecureLine VPN. Allows you to secure up to 10 devices, available on PC, Mac, Android, iOS, and Android TV. Enjoy your prize. Good luck to all of you.
There you go. And Dorothy, if you could just, that is our email address. If you could just confirm your win by dropping me a line to admin@techforsenior.com, and Bob will be contacting you with the instructions on how to get your prize. So that was sort of fun, eh? That was cool.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's great. Dorothy from Canada. That's great. In Victoria. Well, she watches our Monday show all the time as well. So that's nice to see someone who is great supporter of Tech for Senior, which is great. Bill, you have.
Can you put up her post?
Did I put up her?
And you put it up.
This?
Nope. The reply, the comment.
Oh, comment. Okay. There you go. Awesome. Thank you so much. There you go.
Thank you.
There you go. Bill.
Yes.
You have one more gadget.
You've got
gadget 4. You've got gadget 4.
It's not really a gadget per se, but I'm using my Chromebook today for this, and mainly as kind of to showcase the versatility of the Chromebook. And but I discovered something that just popped up with not any effort on my part, and that is the HP Smart, which is a printer application that is found on PCs. It's now available on Chromebooks.
Really?
And I was rather surprised. Let me see, can I share my screen?
Sure.
Here. And So
I think your share went away.
hold on, let me do it again. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. There.
We're
Where
not
are-
seeing it.
There it comes.
Okay. So now if I go to my launcher, you'll see that it says HP Smart,
Right.
and I click on that, and so it shows my printers. This particular one I need to is unavailable because it's turned off.
Right.
I can add the printer, and I have 2 HP printers, so I think one is online. So let's go over and see if it's.
So, Bill, is this an Android app or is this made for Chromebooks?
This is made for Chromebooks.
Oh, really? And where do you find it in the Play Store?
You'll find it in the web store.
In the web store.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
And so now it also has the printer scanner capability.
Right.
And just like it's very much like the one that is in the Windows version.
Perfect. I'm going to put this in our Learning Chromebook session for next Thursday. This is a good one. Yeah, this is good.
So,
Of course, you have to have an HP printer.
Doesn't everybody?
No. I happen to like Epson's.
Who's
maybe,
that?
Maybe Epson will have a.
And that's a possibility. I'll have to take a look.
But I was very surprised that was there. But
yeah, that's good. That's good. That's excellent. That's a good find. I'm going to use that in our Learning Chromebook for next Thursday. We'll put that in the list. Thank you, Bill. Thank you.
Problem.
That's pretty cool. Excellent. I want to do just a few more. I got a couple of more things that I want to just talk about here in our news feed. Now this is something that I don't know if you saw this, but Facebook groups. I'm a big proponent of Facebook groups. We haven't used them on Tech for Senior yet, but but Facebook groups are really very powerful feature of Facebook. And what they did recently is they changed this last week, and they will now let a group appoint experts in an effort to combat misinformation. So within your Google group, you certainly have moderators, and you have different people who do different things, but you now can appoint experts to supervise what's going on. So this is a change. So all of you, if any of you are listening, then you need to, this is certainly an option if you're using Facebook groups. I was sort of excited about that one. Let's have a
Who is considered an expert? And do they not have personal preferences? And aren't those the things that cause all the problems currently?
Yeah, I guess what would be if Tech for Senior had a Facebook group, and we had people in the group, then you'd maybe you'd want somebody who was you, Bob, or Bill, or someone that could sort of, I guess you would sort of want to just keep the fact from fiction, rolling along, and I think that's sort of what you'd want to do. But so I think it just depends on how your group is and how you want to organize it. This was an article on how to remove Chrome extensions or disable them. So if you're interested in that, this was an interesting study. This was an interesting study, and it looked at this is a medical. I don't usually publish or put medical stuff up here, but this was the study will test wearable device can predict worsening symptoms. So what they did was, of course, pulmonary fibrosis is a bad disease, and of course it has a lot of problems associated with it. And they were looking at using the watch, some of the parameters in the standard watches that we have today, and trying to predict the symptoms of worsening pulmonary fibrosis, and being reported to medical types and medical physicians. So and so they were looking at using, and this is one of many studies now that are going on, and they're looking at the standard data that's being received on these watches and applying it to certain diseases. And I think that's really cool. And there's a number of studies ongoing about this, and this was one on pulmonary disease, which was sort of cool. 9 things you may not know about electric bikes. So I'm really enjoying my electric bike. We'll talk about that someday. The copy and paste upgrade will change how you use Edge and Google Chrome. So do you guys see this one? This was an article, and they're going to change the copy and paste sequence. You know, we do Control C and Control V as the copy and paste, and they're going to change this in Edge and Chrome and how they're going to use this. I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but it was an interesting article, and you might want to have a look at that one. Authenticate brand logos. That's what I was talking about earlier. Authenticate brand logos in Gmail will be rolling out. So if you get a brand logo coming through, then you'll know that it's the real McCoy. Just another Chromebook. Amazon Kids Fire tablets. Yeah, we actually got a lot of people that watched my video on the new Fire tablets and have bought some. Did you guys haven't bought any? These are great for kids. These is really not much money, and they're really good. So if you have grandkids, this is certainly interesting. Oh yes, Bill, have you seen this? This is I have to tell you, this is the new backup and sync for Google, and
Running.
And this is, I use backup and sync for Google Drive, but I always find it confusing. I just don't. I like the OneDrive, the Microsoft product, a lot better. So I always think it's a bit goofy, this backup and sync. But they're changing it all now. But I haven't yet seen it. When I look on they're slowly releasing it. This just came out this last week, and they're slowly releasing it. Have you seen the new one, or you know anything about it?
I haven't seen the new one, but I do use it. But probably
use it now, and it looks like a Google Drive symbol.
Yeah, it does.
Yep.
Is this the new? Do you guys got the new one then?
I have the new one running. Have had for a couple of days.
So what do you think?
It's simple.
I like
confusion.
Simple. Did you have problems with Bob? Did you have trouble with the last one as well?
Yeah, it was backing up so many stupid things all over the place. You just really couldn't control it. And there were times when I just disabled it altogether and said, "Forget it. I don't need this."
Right.
The one from Microsoft OneDrive was working perfect. So, but with this new one now, no problems at all. It just
good
in the background. And
so, did you get it? So when you went to Google Drive, did it just say, did it ask to update it, or how did you actually get it?
No, I actually downloaded the program or the app.
Do you find it? Where do you find it? On Google Drive?
No, I found it through an article.
Oh, okay.
And then I wound up in the Google Store. It's an actual download, and you have a choice. You can either install it on your Apple or on your Windows computer, because this is the one that's going onto the computer. It's not going onto the phone or the tablet.
Right.
This is for the computer, and you have a choice, either Apple or Microsoft.
Google or Microsoft. Right. Ah, well, that's excellent. Well, that is cool.
No, not Google.
No.
Apple or Microsoft.
Microsoft.
You're downloading it to the Google Drive.
Right.
And it's designed for the desktop for both Apple and Windows.
And Windows, both.
Yep.
Cool. We might even see a video coming out about that, eh, Bob?
I'm not sure about that one.
I always send him little things. Do you think that'd be a good idea? What do you think, Bob? And what I'm really saying is, Can you do a video on this? That's really what I'm
Problem
saying.
is,
Right?
it's already running in the background, and in order to do a video, you would have to totally stop it and start over from scratch. And
Oh,
I
I
don't
see.
want to mess up what's working.
You don't do that. All right. Hey, you guys, guess what? It's time to go. I want to thank we got 1 minute left. I want to thank everybody. Let's have a look here, see if there's any. Olive says it will be interesting to see if Epson will work with HP Smart. Yes. What's Epson? Does Epson make printers? My computer was updated for Drive for desktop this morning. Oh, okay. So Clark said, that's great. That's good news. That's excellent. For me, it was after a reboot for Windows. Okay, excellent. Thank you so much. Because I'm hoping to get, because I really want to get what Bob has. I think this would be great. And Mike says, good session, timely topics. Thank you, Mike, for your kind words. Excellent. Excellent. It is 10 o'clock. Thanks everyone for coming. We'll see you same time, same place next week. So it goes by pretty darn quick, and we have a lot of fun doing this. Hey, you guys have good fun today?
Yep.
Excellent. Always good fun. Well, thanks for everyone for coming. I'm going to we do record. We do record the broadcast, so it's on Facebook and YouTube. So if you want to play it and listen to us again, you certainly can do that. We will hopefully see everybody on our Monday show this coming Monday. We have a big show for you, and again, it's a Zoom meeting, not a StreamYard meeting that we're doing today. So we will see everybody hopefully Monday or next Thursday. Thanks for coming, Bill. Thanks for being here, Bob.
Enjoyed it.
Hang in there, you guys. We'll talk after the meeting, and we will end the broadcast.